characteristics, salmonella. Fill your bellows with spore-forming bacteria. Animal feces, all your favorite species. Slide down your throat, slide.
Okay, we've got one contestant ready to go.
Okay, guys, let's get ready.
So, has the rat infestation caused any property damage?
Well, that depends, because we don't technically own any of the interns.
10 seconds.
Happy trials.
Test vibration.
6, 5,
Let's go to black.
3.
In order for some rides to work, you must consciously think that you are riding them.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson. No relation to Penelope Cruz.
You telling me I came all this way for a one-player game?
Come on! And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
The Insincere Greeting Card Factory, because you totally deserve the very best.
And so it begins. Right off the top, for your calculation. If Iron Man married Carbon Woman, what child would they produce? Aluminum Kid, Copper Kid, Rust Kid, or Steel Kid? Ah, foiled again. When was the last time you had a tetanus shot? No, but if they did, they could name her Penny. Ready for this? The marriage of iron and carbon creates steel. You know, the trouble with marrying Carbon Woman is she's always leaving carbon footprints on the carpet. Say hello to. Take a look. It's in a book. If the secret ingredient on Iron Chef America were green eggs and ham, who would not be asked to be an expert judge? A mouse in a house, a fox in a box, a dog on a log, or a goat on a boat? Oh, the places you won't go. You've just committed suicide. Were you thinking of this one? In Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham, Sam suggests to his friend that he eat the green eggs and ham with a mouse in a house, a fox in a box, and a goat in a boat. A dog is never brought into the picture. I'm writing my own version of Green Eggs and Ham. I would not, could not with a marmoset. I would not, could not in a... Forget it. It's time for... The words are baked right in. I took 437 fortune cookies from the local Chinese restaurant Walks Up. Hey, if they don't want people to take these things, they shouldn't leave them out in front in that giant tub. Opening fortune cookie 1 of 437. Okay. It says, life is the longest roller coaster ride of them all. You know, I really believe that. I do. So, if that's true, what would you say about life in America? Life's a blast, life's a breeze, life's a beast, or life's a blitz? You're blitzed right now, aren't you? It's so obvious. If life is the longest roller coaster ride and you're in America, you'd be talking about the wooden roller coaster known as the Beast at Kings Island Amusement Park in Ohio. Life really is like a roller coaster. There are ups, there are downs, there's vomiting. You could die at any time. It costs money to ride it. Come to think of it, life kind of sucks. Take a good look at Happy Dead Mother's Day. According to the Disney adaptations, which of these greeting cards could actually be sent next Mother's Day? Mom, you're a treasure. Kisses, Princess Jasmine. Mom, you make me feel like a king. XXX, Simba. You're the real beauty, Mom. Love, Belle. To the best mom ever, no lie, Pinocchio. Time is short. How did they make a candle talk? How did they make a candle talk? Geppetto was both father and mother to Pinocchio. And does he ever get a card? Or a phone call? Ungrateful puppet. You're about to lose a little treasure. Allow me. Out of all these characters, Simba was the only one with a mom. And wasn't he lucky? When are you gonna clean this den? You're supposed to be out hunting. Your father is rolling over in his unmarked grave.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
This one's called Ham and Existentialism. Sounds like you're playing a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 names. For each one, tell me if it's the name of a German philosopher or the name of a German sausage. If it's a German philosopher, press the square button. If it's a German sausage, press your circle button. For each one you get right, I'll give you 300 Deutschmarks. Get one wrong and you will not be a wiener. And answer quickly. Remember, every possession and every happiness is but lent by chance for an uncertain time and may therefore be demanded back the next hour. We good? Here we go. Heidegger, Horkheimer, Nachwurst, Liebs, Schopenhauer, Braunschweiger, Stiebgrutzer. You are Savina! All in all, a pretty taut performance, but by the end your casing came undone. Like sausages and philosophy, that performance was a bunch of baloney. You do not exist. If you think about it, philosophy and sausages are a lot alike. Over time, you come to realize it's just made up of a bunch of lips and assholes. That'll wrap up round 1. And it looks like your score is screaming for help. Don't forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. And keep in mind, keep an eye out for the wrong answer of the game. It's still out there. Well, no time like the present. Next, there's no Siegfried Fischbacher in Team. Being part of a famous duo like Simon and Garfunkel or Tegan and Sarah must be tough. They must want to yell, "I am an individual and not just part of this machine." Which of the following would be accurate if one of the duo's members insisted on using his full name? Brooks and Ronnie Dunn, Cheech and Jackie Chong, Penn and Brad Teller, or Hall and Mark Oates? He's not Jackie Chong, he's Tommy Bong. I mean, Tommy Chong. I don't even know what the other word was that I said. Teller's real full name is actually Teller. Just Teller. He had it legally changed to be his full name. But even if he had kept his full name, you'd still be wrong. He was born Raymond. Now pay attention. The country duo Brooks and Dunn is made up of Kix Brooks, seriously, and Ronnie Dunn. I've always been a solo performer, but I did briefly do a show called Cookie and Cream. I wasn't part of a duo, it was just me dancing around in whipped cream. Hey look, I had to pay my way through college somehow. Nope, Daryl Hall performs with John Oates. But that Hall and Mark combination does work when talking about greeting cards. Get it? Hallmark? And you've just won a love coupon from the Insincere Greeting Card Factory. Gifts for when people care just enough to do the very least. Try our massage coupons and free hug coupons today. Today's wrong answer of the game brings you an extra $8,000. Surprise. Bucker up for men, women, and children first. Which series of words correctly fills in the following blanks? Blank of men, what blank want, blank of honor. Men, children, women, women, children, men, women, or children, women, men. Men, children, and women? Wrong, wrong, and wrong. See, ladies first isn't always the best policy. Child, man, woman. That's the order my Aunt Jody, formerly Uncle Marty, went through in her life, formerly his life. Where's that confounded right answer? Children of men, what women want, and men of honor. After years of talking to women, I've figured out what they want. Evidently, they want me to stop calling them at 2 in the morning crying.
Lordin' chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Here's a good one. Comedy Central presents Billy Shakespeare. If Comedy Central aired only Shakespearean comedies one weekend, which of these stage productions would air? Othello with Dave Chappelle, Hamlet with Carlos Mencia, Merchant of Venice with Jeff Foxworthy, or Antony and Cleopatra with Kathy Griffin and Jeff Dunham? Taking your money is such sweet, sweet sorrow. Are you out of your mind of Mencia? Throw Carrot Top and Dane Cook into this mix and you've got my worst nightmare. It's so obvious. Merchant of Venice, though often depicted as dramatic and serious, is considered one of Shakespeare's comedies, ending on a positive note for the story's protagonists. If you're anti-Semitic and you're ready to die for Bassanio, you might be a Merchant of Venice. Coming up next, Open Face-Off. So I have an idea for a restaurant that only serves open-face sandwiches. Wait, what's going on? Are you the exterminator?
Horace, yeah, I'm setting the rodent assassin T-170, which is top-of-the-line heavy-duty mousetrap. Your rats here just use the smaller ones as weapons.
Is that normal?
Yeah, sure, it's normal if you're a rat that's been bred and trained by Contras.
Huh. If the rats in our studio were bred and trained by the Central American counter-revolutionary forces known as Contras, then what kind of rats would they be? Honduran rats, Costa Rican rats, Vietnamese rats, or Nicaraguan rats? Let your place air out next time they fumigate before you move back in.
Oh, that's just annoying.
Don't quit the day job, Horace. No, but if the... Ah!
Hold still.
Ah!
Yeah, missed.
No, I'll get this. Yeah, the Contras were a collection of military groups that sought to overthrow the left-wing government in Nicaragua in the 80s. The 80s were crazy. I mean, can you believe the clothes everyone wore?
Did you hear that?
Of course I did. It was that bastard Rat King. This isn't over, Rat King. Or should I say, no es termino. That's a good one, Rat King. Okay, we're cool.
Hold me, never let me go. Am I dreaming?
Take a stab at Botanical bloopers. If Discovery Channel had a show called America's Funniest Plant Videos, which of these lines would describe the botanical equivalent of a guy getting hit in the crotch? Ow! Right in the pistol! Yowzers! His sepals must be screaming! Oof! He should put some ice on his stamen. Oh boy! He won't be using his pedicel for a while. Not much time left. Somebody call a doctor! We have a wiener! That's gotta hurt! Oh, honestly. The stamen is the male reproductive part of a flower, and therefore the most hilarious part for a flower to get injured. It's even funnier if it gets punched in the stamen by a 4-year-old wearing a Superman costume. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press the X button. $4,000 for a right answer, $4,000 gone if you're wrong. And don't forget, remember the clue. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Just dance. You just have to listen to the lyrics and learn how to do it. Good luck. There you have it! You're a maniac. Maniac on the dance floor. And you're winning like you've never won before. Well, you've won this round, but this is all far from over. Far, far, far from over! Unless you want to quit now, that'd be fine too. You know how we officially classify a score like this? Decent. It's decent. You know, like when you had a meal you didn't particularly enjoy, but you didn't hate it? It was decent. Like a movie you'd watch, but only if it was on cable. Decent. Try saying decent without shrugging while you say it. Decent, decent. That's how you did. We've hired some very low-paid temps to come in and do the cheering whenever someone scores this pitiful. Take it away, guys. You're not much for book learning, but you love to dance, dance, dance. You should consider stripping. You know the expression, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all? Okay, let me guess what happened. A squirrel jumped in through the window, ran wildly around the room, and started banging into things, selecting answers for you while you chased it around. That is the only possible explanation for how you did that badly. Apparently you've never been to a wedding.
You don't know Jack!
Nice one, folks. Okay, Danny, let us know what we're doing.
Just give me the signal if you want to proceed with continuation.
Each year, tens of dozens of puppeteers suffer serious hand injuries because they did